Good morning, Tinley Summit Academy. Happy Friday. It's Mr. Gavin and Miss Cowan back with another morning meeting. Even though we're virtual, we're still going to do this. Hope you guys had a wonderful first week of virtual learning. I know your teachers did. Shout out to all of our teachers, all of our scholars, and our parents for crushing it this week and making our first week of virtual learning go smoothly. We're so proud of each and every one of our scholars, our teachers, and our parents. Don't want to leave you guys out. Couple announcements before we get into the fun stuff. Parents, just a reminder, and scholars, attendance is mandatory for all of your classes, not just the ones you want to go to. So for our afternoon and our morning sessions, the attendance matters for both of those. So please make sure you are showing up to class each and every time. Our principal chat is going to be on Thursday, December 10th from 5:30 to 6:30. It'll be virtual. Mr. McGuire will have a little fireside chat as we start to get colder. Hopefully he doesn't have a fire in his apartment, though. That probably would not be good news. And one final announcement, parents, we appreciate all that you are doing for our scholars, for our school, for us. But just a reminder, you aren't the teachers, we are. You guys are just there. Make sure your scholars get logged in. We'll handle it from there. We love the support that you're giving, though, and we really appreciate all of your guys' effort and your hard work that you are putting in. Same goes for our scholars. We see you guys shining. And with that, we're going to get to some shout outs. Go ahead, Miss Cowan.
I got a shout out.
Shout out.
Mr. Kruger would like to shout out Miss Scott's entire class. He says they are involved every day and her attendance is consistently high. Great job, guys. And then he just wants to shout out Miss Scott for creating a learning environment that gets the kids excited to be with her every day. So to Miss Scott's class and to Miss Scott for their engagement in learning and showing up to class every day, let's give them 2 claps on 2. 1, 2. I got a shout out.
Shout out.
Miss Hogan has a couple shout outs. She wants to shout out Miss Willis's homeroom class for doing an amazing job this week in literature and having the highest attendance rate for her class for literature. And then also from Miss Howard's homeroom, Aiden, Aliyah, and Naomi for consistently logging in this week for literature and completing all of their deliverables. So to these scholars for being, I guess, self-disciplined, I want to say, showing up to class each day, let's give them 2 claps on 2. 1, 2. And then I got one more. I got a shout out.
Shout out.
Miss Howard has a few here that she would like to shout out. Ari Monroe in Miss Hogan's homeroom for coming to class every day and working really hard. Kaden Smith for holding Miss Howard accountable to the start and end times of her lesson. We all need an accountability partner, and Miss Howard is grateful to Kaden for helping out with that. And then Rihanna Freeman for doing excellent and following all online directions and being a leader in her math class. So to all of these scholars for stepping up and being leaders in their class and working hard, let's give them 2 claps on 2. 1, 2.
I got a shout out.
Shout out.
This shout out comes from Mr. Jacobs. He wants to shout out Ms. Dyer and Ms. Tucker for running great virtual classes and making sure our scholars are engaged. 5th and 6th grade has been killing it, and that includes the students as well. So let's give Ms. Tucker and Ms. Dyer 2 claps on 2. 1, 2. We got to get that timing down. That's rough. I got a shout out.
Shout out.
I got a shout out.
Shout out.
This shout out is from Ms. Dean, and it goes to one of our scholars who is always in class, always giving their best effort, and gave a really good explanation of what gravity was today during their math lesson. And that goes to Leasia Miles. Let's give Leasia 2 claps on 2. 1, 2. We'll get it figured out, guys. Give us a break. I got a shout out.
Shout out.
This shout out is from Miss Dyer. The first one goes to one of her scholars who, again, is always showing up, always putting in the work. And most important, using the academic vocabulary in class which is huge for our 6th graders, and that is Terrell Perkins. So let's give Terrell 2 claps on 2. 1, 2. Nope, we'll get there. I got a shout out.
Shout out.
This is also from Miss Dyer, and it goes to their entire 6th grade. The 6th grade has a lot of tech issues. They have a lot of computers that are acting a little funky, but it still doesn't stop their participation. They're still finding ways to make it work. If their mics don't work, they just use the chat. If their keyboards don't work, they just use the mic. If they can't get Nearpod to open, they use the chat. They just make it work so they can participate and so they can further their learning, and they're reading an awesome book. It's one of my favorites, The Giver. But shout out to our 6th graders for striving through those tech issues and still participating in class. So let's give our 6th graders 2 claps on 2. 1, 2. Yeah, close enough. That is it for our shout outs this week. Miss Cow and I will get our lives together next week when we do morning meeting. Hopefully it goes a little bit smoother. But that's it for our shout outs. So let's get this thing warmed up nice and hot like the fireplace Mr. McGuire is going to be chatting by. For your hard work, Summer Scholars should be inside and outside of the classroom. We would like to offer you
the official
That is it from us for today. We will be back next week. Make sure you check out our stories. They're going to come up sometime next week, either Wednesday or Thursday, depending on how on the ball Miss Cowan and I are. They were Thursday today, so make sure you check those out on YouTube, on our social media pages, and make sure you check them out each and every week. Other than that, we will talk to you guys next week. Have a wonderful weekend, and we look forward to seeing you guys bright and early in your virtual classes next week. Have a great day today!
At the summit.
'Cause we are.